Hello everybody, today inshallah we are going to start with middle one. Let's start in Unit 9. Unit 9. The title is Adventure. Please look at these photos and try to guess what are these sports called. Then I'm going to check your answers with you. Number 1. Windsurfing. Number 2. Sailing. 3. Diving. 4. Rock climbing. 5. Zip lining. 6. Mountain biking. 7. Kayaking. 8. Trekking. These are the answers. If you want to check them. Now let's look at this important note. Our note is about the verb that comes with sports ending in ing. Sports that end in ing takes verb go. For example, go rock climbing, go scuba diving, go sailing, go kayaking, go mountain biking, go zip lining, and so on. Now, please read this email and answer the questions. Read silently and try to answer. Then I'm going to check your answers after you finish. Hi Iman, I am in Dahab with my family. There is so much to do here. This afternoon we are going to go trekking in the mountains. I'm not going to try rock climbing. It's too scary. Tomorrow we are going to try windsurfing in the morning, and in the afternoon we are going to go diving. We aren't going to go kayaking. There is no time. Love, Reem. The questions, number 1 is answered for you. Is Reem going to go trekking this afternoon? Yes, she is. Number 2, is she going to try rock climbing? 3, what is she going to try tomorrow morning? 4, what is she going to try tomorrow afternoon? 5, is she going to go kayaking? Why or why not? Now let's check your answers. Number 2, no, she isn't going to try rock climbing. Number 3, tomorrow she's going to try windsurfing in the morning. 4, she's going to go diving in the afternoon. 5, no, she isn't going to go kayaking because there is no time. Now please read these sentences and try to guess what are we going to talk about. Yes, we are going to explain the future with going to. Look at these sentences, then extract the form, the affirmative form, the negative form, and the question form. I am going to help my mother at home next week. She is going to do her homework. They are going to train well tomorrow. We aren't going to waste our time. He isn't going to play in the street. I am not going to hit my younger brother. Where are you going to spend your next weekend? What are you going to do? Is she going to travel abroad? Now, the form of the affirmative sentence is verb to be in the present form, am, is, are, followed by going to plus the infinitive verb. If you want to change it into the negative, you have to put not after verb to be, like aren't, isn't, and I am not. Going to plus the infinitive verb. The question. We put the auxiliary verb to be after the question word, then the subject, then going to plus the infinitive. Now, let's read our Ahmed's plans. When is he going to climb Mount Catherine, and what do you think a tent is? Please concentrate to guess the meaning of a word. My Trekking Adventure by Ahmed. Next year I'm going to go trekking across Sinai. It's going to be a big adventure. I'm going to travel nearly 500 kilometers through mountains from Ras Shaitan to Serbet El Khadem. I'm going to sleep in a tent and stay with Bedouin families. I'm going to have a guide to help me find the way, and a camel to carry food and water. The journey is going to take me 43 days. Here is my plan. Now we have a difference between numbers and ordinals. We use ordinal in dates like first, second, third, and fourth. The abbreviation form of first, we put number 1 and ST. The abbreviation form of second, we put number 2 and ND. Third, the abbreviation is 3, number 3 and RD. Fourth, we put number 4 and TH. Let's note this note. All the ordinals are the same numbers, but we put TH at the end of numbers except first, second, third, and their repetition in 21st, 31st, 22nd, 23rd. We put ST, ND, and RD. Now, let's read this postcard. Which activity are they going to do tomorrow? Dear Grandma, we are really enjoying ourselves on holiday in South Africa. It's beautiful here, and there is a lot to do. Yesterday was an adventure. We went trekking in the mountains. It was sunny when we started, but when we got to the top of the mountain, we saw dark clouds. On the way down, the rain started. Then there was a storm. The rocks were wet, and Tamer fell over and hurt himself. But it's okay, his leg is better today. Tomorrow the weather is going to be better, so we are going to try ziplining. I am a bit frightened, but I'm excited too. See you soon, Dahlia. We have some words related to the weather. We have the noun and the adjective from this noun. He gave an example: rain, changed into rainy. So, sun changed into sunny. Cloud, cloudy. Wind, windy. Snow, snowy. Storm, stormy. Fog, foggy. We have another grammar topic. This topic is about pronouns. It's reflexive pronouns. We use reflexive pronouns when the subject and the object of a sentence are the same. For example, they are really enjoying themselves. Tamer hurt himself. Now, please look at the sentences and complete the sentences with the reflexive pronouns from the box. Number 1 is answered for you. We enjoyed ourselves when we went sailing. Number 2, Sammy came out of the sea and dried himself with a towel. 3, I made myself some salad for lunch. 4, Maya taught herself to speak French. 5, would you like to make yourself a cup of tea? These are the answers to check your answers. We have a summary of an adventure story. It's about Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. Let's read the introduction. In 1872, the writer Jules Verne read a newspaper article about a new railway line across India. It gave him a great idea for a book. He wrote a story about a British man called Phileas Fogg. He takes a challenge to travel around the world in 80 days. This sounds easy today, but at that time there were no cars or planes. Please look at Phileas Fogg's plan and answer the questions. Now, let's complete our summary about the story to know if Phileas Fogg wins the challenge or not. But first, Fogg took the challenge to travel around the world in 80 days. What does this tell you about his character? Research to support your opinion. When Phileas Fogg takes the ship back to London from the USA, there is a big storm at sea, and he arrives in London one day late, on 22nd December. But he made a mistake, because he traveled east around the world. It's one day earlier than he thought, so he completes his challenge on time. We have ways of suggestions, but before we talk about this topic, I'd like to say this topic may come to you in your exam in the question of dialogue. First, to ask about opinion, you may use what shall we do? But if you want to give an opinion, or if you want to give a suggestion, you may say let's, followed by the infinitive verb, or why don't we, followed by the infinitive, shall we, followed by the infinitive, and finally, how about or what about, followed by the verb ending in ing. Now, let's look at how to respond these suggestions. You may accept the suggestion or you may refuse it. You may accept means you may say yes. To say yes or to accept is I know, let's, or that sounds good. Good idea, I like it. If you want to say no, or if you want to refuse, you may say I'm not sure. That sounds a bit scary, for example. I'd rather followed by another infinitive verb. I'm not very good at it. This exercise is to check what I taught you in the previous slides. Please put the conversation in the order from 1 to 7 about what I explained. This is the answer to check if you put them in the correct order or not. Now, let's read our last email from Meher to Karim. It's about your visit. Dear Karim, I am really excited that you are going to come and stay with us next week. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. What time is your train going to arrive? We can meet you at the station. Our new home is by the beach. We can go swimming every day. There are lots of other things to do too. How about going windsurfing or diving? On Thursday, Granddad is going to visit us. Let's make him a special present. Why don't we find photos of ourselves and our other cousins? We can make him a photo album. See you on Saturday, from Meher. Now, it's our last point. I collected these important prepositions through the unit. On time, on the way, on holiday. On may be followed by days of the week, or may be followed by completed date, ordinal, month, and a year. Stay with, frightened of. Idea 4. Travel around. Take something back. By equals next to. Fall over. At the start of. At the end of. Look forward to, followed by the verb ing. This is the last point of our session today. See you next PowerPoint presentation, inshallah, in Unit 10. Thank you and good luck.